Hello everyone. Now, I'm no cinephile hoonie, but even I've seen this video.
You can call me Baldy or like. Don't bother me.
I didn't call you Baldy.
Oh, wait, wrong one. And there are countless videos on the creation of the video itself. Instead, we're going to check out the wild life of its creator, Eadweard Muybridge, outside, largely, of film. So let's begin. Born near London in 1830 as Edward James Muybridge, at age 25 he decided to make like a James Corden and move to America. At this point he decided to be eccentric and changed his name to Eadweard Muybridge to honour some Anglo-Saxon thing or something. Anyway, he gets into the New York book business before realising that books are for nerds, so he went to chill in San Francisco and also sell books. Come on man, you're not making this easy. By about 1860, he hears of a great deal for some antique books in Europe, so books are built for Europe. Well, one way or another, he misses the boat. He decides instead to take a coach eastward. I'm sure nothing could ever go wrong. So he wily coyotes his way down a mountain and hits his head on a boulder. And now he goes properly mad. He had no memory of the last 9 days after waking up in Arkansas. At this point, his hair just faded to grey in 3 unholy days. But he still wanted some reading for his bleeding, so sailed for Europe. Once he arrives back on Old Blighty, he goes to see a doctor, who happens to be Queen Victoria's literal personal physician, who tells him that he's permanently injured. Making the best use of his time, he got 2 patents for inventions, one for something or other, and the second for machinery or apparatus for washing clothes and other textile articles. So, like a washing machine? He also decides to become a venture capitalist, as you do, and's like, oh man, if I don't make any money, I'm just going to end up like that bus driver from a future show called The Simpsons. Oh, what's he called? Otto Man? Wait a second. Upon receiving these real thoughts, he decides to create the Ottoman Company Limited, / the Bank of Turkey Limited. Not that the Ottomans knew anything about these. We can't forget that he also made the Austin Consolidated Silver Mine Company, or, as I propose, SMAC. And then the world economy biffed it and both companies went kaput. Perhaps the most important thing he did whilst in the UK again was take up photography. Also, I don't know what he actually took photos of. Grey skies and rain? Am I right, Americans? Well, he returns to San Francisco in 1866. He then goes out to Yosemite to make more photos, driving a one-horsed wagon and calling himself Helios. He also ran off to Alaska for the lols at one point. Now's a good point to mention that our Eddie was married. He married Flora Stone, who was 21 years his junior. Gotta love your 19th century. So they have a kid, but Ed thinks it might not be his, as Flora was buddies with a high society guy called Harry Larkins. Edie takes Bon Jovi's advice too seriously, as you do, and shoots Harry through the heart, killing him. After realising that pleading insanity is dumb, he changes his defence to justifiable homicide or killing without bad intent. I mean, considering that he just shot a guy, it's a weird defence. That worked. Well, Flora sees all of this and thinks it's best to leave Ed, and who can blame her? Let's hope she goes on to live a long and fulfilling life. Oh, she died 5 months later. So Muybridge looks for more work and runs off to Central America to take photos, becoming the magical and subtle Eduardo Santiago Muybridge. By this time he's kind of established, so when he returns to the US, he's hit up by rich people who want him. So he goes and does all his famous stuff like the Horsey in 1878. But as stated, there's plenty of stuff about that. So the next time you see a horse, think about the fun life of Eadweard Muybridge, the first guy to record them. Remember his washing machines, his book addiction, and his possible tendency to murder. Well then.